happening, Gentle Giants? Welcome back to our channel.
Hey, Gentle Giants, welcome back to our channel.
Hey, Ninga's cheeky, please. I was so sorry for not having a video out last week. It was like the worst thing ever.
Yeah.
Something that has never happened to us.
Yeah, I know.
We lost our footage. I was away for work that week. I was supposed to post. Mzwandile easily could have come to my hotel and we could have easily reshot the video. However, my schedule was so tight. Like,
yeah,
there was literally no time for us to do anything in between my work. So yeah, it was hell, but we dealt with it. So we're back.
And you're back so pretty. Like 10 times prettier than when you left.
Stop it. Thanks, babe. We're back, we're better. We're here to give you the plug on our international trip to Dubai and Thailand. Our honeymoon,
yeah?
We're here to give you the plug. We're going to be making reference to the other international holidays we've gone on, just to give you context. But the bulk of the examples will be coming from the recent one.
Yeah. So we did put up a question poll type thing on Instagram to ask you what you guys want to know about an international trip. And in the past as well, before we were on YouTube, we actually did get a lot of questions from people as to how we go about planning our international trips. What do we do? They'd have like different questions. So we thought, okay, let's do this video. So this video is pretty much, we're just gonna take you through what we generally do, and hopefully those questions will be answered along the way. But at the end, we'll also give you like just small general tips. Yeah, on what to do, when to do, and how to do it. And yeah, that's it, no? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Yeah. If there's anything that we forgot to answer, please let us know. A lot of you sent through your questions. Some of you were telling us how much you love us and how much we inspire you. And we love you too. We didn't answer you guys, but we really do love you and we appreciate you, and we're grateful for you. Yeah. So let's get right into it. So when it comes to planning your international trip and how we go about it is obviously deciding where you want to go. So some people did ask us, how do you decide where you want to go and all of that? But well, I'm just like, how guys, but it's honestly up to you where you want to go. Also, it depends on your budget. What's your budget and what type of holidays are you into? Do you want to go to like islands and stuff, your Bali's, your Mauritius, Thailand, Zanzibar's type of thing? Or do you want to be inland like your Germany, Spain, Paris, those type of things? So it's really up to you and it's up to your budget. So it just starts with you. So that much we can't really help you about. But yeah, so deciding is up to you. So fine, once you've decided, what do you do next? Some people ask, do we use a travel agent or do we do it ourselves? And we always do our international trips through a travel agent, and the reason we do that is because it's convenient. It's more convenient. They take care of a lot of things. Like, travel agents really take care of a lot of things. It's really, really convenient. They take care of your hotel transfers or airport transfers. What, babe? They take care of your hotel transfers. My hair is disturbing me, so I was trying to move it as well. Sorry. Okay. But yeah, they take care of like hotel transfers. They take care. Most of these travel agents obviously have associations and affiliations with different accommodation, different airlines. So they already take care of that. They book your flights. They book your hotels. They take care of airport taxes. They tell you things you need to know and things you need to remember, things you need to apply for, such as visas if the destination you're going to requires visas. They also assist you or give you advice in terms of travel insurance as well, because travel insurance, pretty much what travel insurance is if you were to get ill or injured in a different country or to your particular destination, or if you were to lose your luggage or any of your equipment or personal belongings, they'll actually like reimburse you or pay you out for all of that. So depending on how much insurance you took out and how much you paid for your insurance. Yeah, because there's different packages, different travel insurance packages, and they can kind of, they're not allowed to tell you which one to take, but they can give you advice as to which one is better than
which one and stuff like that. So yeah, pretty much using a travel agent is really, really convenient. And with other destinations, there's a major time difference between different destinations and where we are in South Africa. So sometimes you don't really know which flight to book or which accommodation to book for when are you going to be checking in, and those times in between. Sometimes you might leave here maybe at 8 a.m. but you're actually going to arrive in that particular destination at like 1 a.m. Then you don't really know what to do. Are you checked in for that particular day or what? So travel insurance pretty much takes care of all those type of things, and all those logistics in between. So they really, really help.
And they try and also make sure you don't imagine. I forgot what I wanted to say.
Okay, while you think about what you wanted to say. So as I mentioned earlier, that these travel agents obviously are associated with different hotels, different airlines. So they obviously give you standard packages and all of that, but you can always choose what accommodation you want to stay at. So they might have a package for you to go to Thailand and Dubai or whatever, and they'll have particular accommodation, but you can actually select which one you want and tell them that I actually want to stay here or stay there or whatever. But that obviously affects your price because you're not using the people they are affiliated with. So yeah. And another thing, when it comes to meal plans, there's different meal plans also that either come with the package, or you can actually tell your travel agent that this is the type of meal plan you want. The first one is bed and breakfast, where you're pretty much just getting breakfast. Then there's half board. You're already bored, babe. But there's also a half board where you get breakfast and dinner. Then there's full board where it's breakfast, lunch and dinner. Then there's all inclusive where it's breakfast, lunch, dinner, as well as drinks associated with all those meals. Yeah,
selected drinks.
Yeah. So your meal plan it's also up to you. I know a lot of people, when they go to different destinations, they want to try the local cuisine. So they'd rather maybe go for bed and breakfast, because for lunch and dinner they want to like eat street food and all the different cuisines in the local area, because it's part of their experience. So it's pretty much up to you. So you can also communicate that with your travel agent, and they'll organize it with you.
And some travel agents also actually advocate for just taking breakfast, especially for a place like Thailand. And they say no, for dinner or for lunch you can easily go out and go to the you can easily go out and go to like the streets and try the local food. It's cheaper and all of that. Yeah, but Mzwandile and I hardly ever do that, just for security. And just for a peace of mind.
True. And the different travel agents that we use are STA Travels, Kulula Holidays, as well as Thompson's Holidays. Those are the 3 travel agents we've used in the past. And when it comes to, but there's also other travel agents. There's Flight Center, there's Holiday Factory, there's Pen Travel. There's quite a few. So you can Google the different travel agents and like check out whatever you want. Some travel agents don't go to certain destinations, so they can't arrange certain destinations. So that's when you start hopping around and going to a different travel agent and stuff like that to actually see who does packages that go to where you actually want to go. So yeah, that pretty much takes care of that main chunk. I think that's the main chunk. Once you've decided where you want to go, the different meal plans that you want and accommodations, flights and all of that are already taken care of, then you pretty much sorted, and like you can pretty much get going. So that's the chunk of how we plan
the planning. And we do advise you to hop around when it comes to travel agents and try and choose the best plan, because this one might cost you 30k and the other one might cost you 32k, and then only to find out the one that has that's 32k has transfers in it and the other one doesn't have transfers. When you add transfers manually, it ends up being more than 32k. So just try and look at the small details as well between your travel agents. I know also at some point we wanted to use Holiday Factory for one of our holidays, and they only told us when we got there, the Holiday Factory only does islands. They only focus a lot on islands, and we wanted to go to Bali and Hong Kong, so they couldn't organize Hong Kong for us, so we had to find another one that can do both at once.
So the next point, taking care of deciding where you want to go, taking care of how you actually plan it, the logistics. But the third point I want to make is doing research before you go.
Hold on.
So with all that you have said, we've answered quite a few questions from what you guys had asked us.
Yeah.
Do we use a travel agent? Which travel agent do we use? For this one, for the recent one, we used STA Travel.
Yeah.
No, we used Kulula Holidays.
Oh yeah, we started with STA Travel,
yeah.
then we went to Kulula.
Then we cancelled, then we used Kulula Holidays. So, what else do you answer? How do the meals work? How much do the meals cost?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've answered quite a few questions in what you've said.
Yeah. So another thing I wanted to mention to you guys, the third point is that do your research before you actually go to whatever destination you found out you've decided to go to, because sometimes you'll actually find out that where you're going during the time you actually want to go, it's the rainy season, so you might not enjoy your holiday because all the things you want to do, all your activities are pretty much based outdoors, so you'll be miserable and frustrated for the whole week or whole 2 weeks you're in your hotel room. So do research in terms of weather, when is it the best time to travel. Sometimes the travel agents actually tell you when is the best time to actually travel and all of that when you tell them when you want to go, but obviously they won't stop you if you say you want to go at a particular time, but they'll give you advice. But also
school holidays.
Yeah, school holiday, they'll tell you that school holidays are a bit more costly and all of that, so part of your research will actually tell you which time is better cost wise as well as the weather as well that you're most likely to experience. But while you also do your research, this is something your travel agent will also tell you, but while doing your research, just find out about the culture, background of the culture, things you can do, things you can't do. I know in certain places they don't allow you to be affectionate in certain places and all of that. I know in Abu Dhabi they didn't allow us to hold hands, to kiss in certain areas and stuff like that. So just do a bit of research, especially if you're not going to be using a travel agent, then you don't have anyone to tell you you can't do certain things in certain places. So just do that research, and you don't want to find yourself in trouble and all of that. So yeah, so that's the third point.
Yes, but our travel agent did like give us a list of things we can do, or we can't do, what to wear, what more or less what to pack and all of that. So they give you these documents once you've booked your holiday and partially paid for it. You get your itinerary and everything. So yeah.
Then when it comes to activities, some people asked us, does our packages that we do with our travel agents come with our activities? No, it doesn't come with our activities. It doesn't come with the activities. So what we usually do is that when you plan activities, obviously you decide where. You can even Google before you actually leave what you want to do. So 10 things to do in Thailand, or 10 things to do in Dubai, or whatever, things that are probably unique to that particular country that you'd like to really want to do in that country.
You need to remember.
Remember what?
Who's your friend?
Oh yeah, Google is your friend. Don't forget, we've been mentioning this, but Google is your friend. So before you leave, just Google things, 10 things to do in whatever destination, and also get a feel of the price. They'll tell you, they actually give you in rands how much that particular activity costs and all of that. So budget that amount, and just when you get that side, change your money and actually do those activities. So most of our resorts, well actually all our resorts have like an information desk, activity desk when you arrive.
And the hotels.
Yeah, and the hotels, yeah. I'm saying our accommodation rather. Your accommodation as you arrive have like that information desk. So when you get there, they'll actually tell you, or you can actually go there and inquire about different activities they offer and all of that. All the activities they do are daily. They're always reliable because they are associated with the hotel. So obviously they wouldn't be giving you dodgy people and all of that. But yeah, they're often reliable. I know certain people that actually that prefer using online activities, so you can actually book your activities online and stuff like that. So yeah, that's how we go about planning or booking our holidays, our activities. And
you do have the option to use your travel agent to book your activities for you. We've never used that option
because it's much costlier.
Yeah, also we hardly ever know which day we want to do
a particular activity
until we're closer to the time, or until we actually get to the destination. Okay, from Monday to Sunday, what are we doing?
Yeah. And I get why people ask, is it included in your package? Obviously, for first-time travelers, especially internationally, you want to make sure that you leave South Africa, everything taken care of. You just want to arrive and just produce documents and say, I need to do this. Yeah, and that's what we initially wanted to do when we went to Zanzibar. And they actually advised us that it would be more costly if you book it with us, and we'd actually need exact dates when you want to do those particular activities. So you don't want to be bound by that. You want to arrive at your accommodation and actually have a feel for it, then decide later when you actually want to do certain things. So yeah, so that was the fourth point, activities. Then the fifth point, when it comes to local transport, a lot of people asked us, is local transport, how is the local transport system and all of that? With your travel agent, if you book with your travel agent, they take care of transfers. So from the airport to your accommodation back to the airport, that will be taken care of. Obviously, you need to find out if that particular package they're offering you or they're giving you has transfers, but you can always add those transfers. Sometimes they'll actually tell you that the destination you're going to, the transport system is so cheap and it's so efficient and easy to use, so they'd rather have you actually just use the local transport system for your transfers and stuff like that. But another advice we'd actually give you is that try and get resorts that are close to the beach, because you don't want to be traveling all the time, getting into a taxi
to the beach
just to go to the beach. So it's always good to get beach resorts, because the beach is right in your backyard. You can go in the morning, you can go during the day, you can go at night, any time of the day. You can go like 10 times a day to the beach without having to incur any costs. So that's one advice we can actually give you. Most of the activities that you also book, they also fetch you from the hotel and drop you back at the hotel. So pretty much you don't really need transport for anything if you've already taken account of all those different things. And yeah, so transport system, it actually depends on the destination. Do your research as well on how easy the transport system is in that particular place.
Also, regardless of it being easy, Mzwandile and I really also always prefer having transfers.
Yeah.
Just for convenience and peace of mind, and not having to find, okay, can we actually get a taxi here? Do we need to stand at a particular bus stop or what? Also, we just don't want to be ripped off, when we get to that local place.
I think it's only when you want to do things that are not part of your itinerary, things that are not
that
whatever
you end
that
up
you
having to. But now, you and I actually end up just using the hotel shuttle, and rather using that than the local public transport in that certain place. And also the beach hotels obviously end up being a bit more costly depending on which one it is, but the convenience and also you not having to pay every time you go to the beach really is worth, I guess, the extra few hundred rands.
Alright, so that was the fifth point, local transport and just getting around. Then the sixth point is the currency. Once again, Google is your best friend. You've decided where you actually want to go, so you actually use Google to actually check what their currency is, find out how strong it is, how the rand compares and all of that. That actually helps you plan and prepare financially for your trip as well. So just Google is your best friend when it comes to currency. Certain currencies are weaker than the South African rand, but don't be fooled by that, because you can actually find that it will be somewhat equivalent when you get there. I know with McDonald's, I think we spent about 600 and something bahts. So obviously you'll be like, no, the baht is much cheaper than the rand, but in actual fact that was about 300 rand for a meal for the two of us. So sometimes beware. No, for both of us. It was 600 and something bahts, so that was about 320 or so. So just check the currency. Actually, even Google how much a meal is most likely to cost in that particular country and all of that, or whatever else.
Literally can find anything on Google and everything.
So that's another point. Currency, Google currency, find out what currency. Always make sure also that you always carry extra cash for emergencies, for whatever is were to happen. Or you might actually discover that in that particular country there's something you didn't see on the net when you Google that they actually have, and you feel like buying or feel like doing or whatever. So always carry extra cash. Then that was the sixth point. The seventh point is packing, guys. Packing your luggage bags and all of that. Your airlines
what?
For our Thailand trip, we actually had to spend extra money because our bags were overweight. Yes, you can easily pay for extra luggage and all of that, but if you're going to different destinations, you don't want to be paying at all those different airports. That's a lot of money. So we ended up having to buy another bag where you can actually store, like just reduce the weight of your other bag. So pretty much your luggage, but this you need to confirm with your travel agent, you need to confirm with your airline and all of that. But usually you are allowed 2 luggage bags and 1 hand luggage. So both your luggage bags or that luggage bag, so one luggage bag should be about 23 kilograms. I know one airline is 23 kilograms, the other one is 27 kilograms, and the other one was 30 kilograms. So once again, find out from your airline. So you can have 2 of those bags. So that means you can have 2 30-kilogram bags. Then you can have 1 hand luggage bag, which is about 6 or 7 kilograms, like that you can actually use or go into the airline with. So pretty much you're allowed about 3 bags. So make sure, but find out from your travel agent, find out from your airline, just to be on the safe side. So that's the packing taken care of. And coming to the holiday cost. So overall, we spent about
this
70.
This is your favorite, Nick. This is what you're here for.
Oh, you're speaking to them. Well, she's speaking to you guys. But, so yeah, when it comes to the cost, what we spent for our Thailand and Dubai trip was 70,000 Rand. And that included activities. So without the activities, with the activities, we spent 10,000 for both countries. So in total,
so about 60 for the holiday.
60 for the holiday.
Activities.
Yeah, and the reason why you can get the holiday on its own, the 60K, you can get it at a very, very cheap price.
You get it for way less.
Way less. Going to Thailand on its own can be about 22, 24K for 2 people sharing. Thailand and Dubai can be about 30, 32K sharing. But the reason why ours was 60,000 Rand is because we had a few changes. Obviously, we wanted a pool villa, so that obviously affected our price in Thailand. Then in Dubai, we opted for the executive suite, so that also affected our price as well. But getting all your standard things can be way less than that. About 30K, 30, 32K.
And also we got, it wasn't bed and breakfast, so we changed our meal plan.
Yeah, we changed our meal plan as well. So all those things affect your pricing and all of that. So yeah, but you can get it at a very, very, very cheaper price. And yeah, then activities were 10K. But other things within the costing, don't look at obviously the final costing and all of that, but you need to consider that there's travel insurance. We spent about 2,000 Rand on travel insurance for the 2 of us. And then there's also visas, which were about 5,000 Rand or so for the 2 of us as well. So it's those type of things that you need to consider as well, that are extras that your travel agent doesn't pay for or are not part of your package. So that plan well, that you take care of yourself. So plan well, prepare well, and yeah, know exactly what everything is going to cost along the way. Don't just look at, okay, holiday is like 20K, so that's what I'm aiming at or working towards and all of that, but to consider all the other things in between. I wanted to say something, babe. Okay, so that's the cost. So that's the overall costing. And so that pretty much takes care of everything. That's how we go about planning our holidays. Google is your best friend. We use an agent, but Google is your best friend as well to find out certain things that they already tell you as your travel agent and all of that. But do your own research as well. So now coming to things we may have not covered in that, there's someone that actually asked us for extra tips. What are things we need to remember, smaller kind of things to remember? And one of them is packing all your essentials, guys. I know it's always easy to just forget certain things and underestimate things. No, I'm going to pack that now. How can I forget this and all of that? But it's so easy to forget certain essentials. So pack your toothbrush, pack all your essentials and all those type of things in order to save yourself money. You don't want to be buying certain things in a different country where you actually had them. Exhibit A, always buying toothbrush, always buying certain things in different... But I am. And another one, and another thing, guys, is plugs. Guys, find out the destination you're going to, find out which plugs or an adapter that you need, and go and get it. We usually get our plugs at Discam, Travel Aisle or Plug Aisle or whatever.
Travel Aisle.
Yeah, so you get your plugs there. Find, obviously, you know which destination you're going to. Get your plugs there. You don't want to be stranded that side. Yeah. Certain accommodations don't have like USB ports. I know a lot of people rely on USB ports. Certain accommodations don't have USB ports, so you actually need an adapter. And so get that. Airports also have, but airports are a bit of a rip-off because they are a travel they are a convenience store, so they know that you're desperate.
But at the end of the day, even if you are found at the airport and buy it at the airport, you might get to your destination, you can't find it anywhere else, and you could have just bought it in South Africa. So buy it at the airport. You can also find them at Cape Union Mars and other camping stores.
Yeah, so pretty much have like a checklist, like literally be like a person in the military. Have a checklist, check every single thing, even if it's tedious, but check all the small things that you need. Yeah, but check everything.
Your wife does that.
Yeah, but I do it for us. That's why you can be chilled and all of that, because I make sure that everything is. But it isn't that you always buy. But anyway, so just have a checklist and all of that. So that's plugs. Then extra cash, guys. Always have extra cash. I mentioned this earlier on, but always have extra cash. And the extra cash is pretty much to be buying smaller yana things, particularly like SIM cards. When you get there, you're obviously gonna need a different SIM card and buy data and all of that. Don't always rely on the hotel Wi-Fi. Sometimes it's not strong enough, it's not reliable, it always has issues.
You must go to a certain area in the hotel to get that Wi-Fi.
Yeah, you have to chill by the lobby, that's where it's strongest and all of that. So you can't be in the comfort of your own room and all of that to be on your phone and all of that. So always have extra cash for those type of things, buying SIM cards and getting data.
Souvenirs as well.
And souvenirs as well. So also have extra cash also for souvenirs. Guys, I'm old school. I still love souvenirs. I like going to different places, getting things that are unique to that particular place and bringing them back home. So get souvenirs, but also do your research as to what things can be brought in and brought out. You don't want to get to customs and they say this thing doesn't go through or it's not allowed, what. So do a bit of research in terms of the type of souvenirs you want to take along. And yeah, so have extra cash for souvenirs, SIM cards and all of that. And also, guys, I'm also old school, I'm a bit paranoid as well, but print all your documents. I know a lot of people, these days we digital. You have your visa on your phone, you have your travel itinerary on your phone and your emails and all of that, but always print your documents. Sometimes you don't know, your phone might die, you might even lose your phone or whatever can happen to your phone and you don't have access to those things. So
if I die,
so always print your travel documents. Sometimes they actually want to see physical things, so print your travel documents. No, I'm not sure if some of you even watch Border Security on National Geographic, CBS. Those people can be fussy. Border Security can be fussy. So
we've
just
had an experience.
Yeah, we actually had those type of things.
But another story another day.
Yeah, no, we'll discuss that another day.
If we die, we die.
So just print all your documents, make sure that everything, make their lives easier so that they don't give you issues and all of that. Print your documents, guys. And on top of that, another tip is to enjoy your holiday. At the end of the day, guys, you paid a lot of money for this holiday, so enjoy your holiday, have fun, don't forget about
how much what is.
Yeah, and
someone asked us if Dubai is more expensive because someone told them it was expensive.
Yeah,
Dubai will be expensive if you look at it the way that I looked at it. So everything, so if Mzwandile would be like, oh babe, this is 100 AED, it's so cheap, and I'd be like, friend, that's like 400 rand.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous. Yeah. So I convert everything, and he was like really chilled in terms of, currency which is the worst thing to do. So
yeah, don't do that, guys. And also, if you've planned well, you shouldn't be feeling that way. If you've planned well, you already know what certain things will cost, certain activities will cost, certain whatever things will cost. You won't look at it that way. Yes, fine to come back to South Africa and actually tell people how much certain things cost. For storytelling purposes, it's fine to convert things in your head and all of that. But in order for you to enjoy your holiday, you don't want to be like, yo, I actually bought this bottle of water for 100 rand or for whatever amount type of a thing. So yeah, once again, also doing your research with currency. You already plan well. Google is your best friend. You plan well. You know these things well ahead of time, that certain things cost a certain amount and all of that.
And another tip that I have for you guys is to invest in your activities. Invest in activities especially that are unique to that place.
Yeah.
When we went to Bali, we were set on trying the underwater sea walker experience, no matter how much it costs, because it was such a beautiful experience, and it was just like, we can't let this pass by. Exactly. Even when you can do the activity and be done, but also we chose to do the activity and get the footage from the photographer who takes water and footage of you exactly when you're underwater actually walking on the seabed. So we invested in that as well. So invest in memories, invest in activities, especially activities that are special to that place,
unique to that particular
destination. We also went parasailing in Mauritius, which is something that is not really unique to that place. You can do parasailing in South Africa as well, but because we're in Mauritius, we're just like, we gotta do these.
So yeah, guys, that's my tip. Enjoy your holidays and all of that. And another thing, guys, I think this is kind of like the last tip. last tip, take a lot of pictures, guys. Take a lot of pictures. Like, I enjoy taking pictures. Half the time I know I'm taking pictures of my gorgeous wife here, but I also enjoy taking pictures of the beautiful scenery and all those type of things. With that being said, please go and follow my page. Go check out my page on Instagram. I have a new page called Through the Eyes of Zwei, where I pretty much take you on the journey of seeing the world's beauty through my eyes. And yeah, guys, so go and check it out. Follow my page. It's a really, really beautiful page. And yeah, man, let's grow the family.
It is. I'm not just saying this because my husband,
yeah,
but it's a stunning page. It's stunning to look at.
Yeah, so go and check it out, guys. And yeah, man, take a lot of pictures. That's my advice. And yeah, and another thing, actually, people asked us about our local trips. This was mainly focused on our international trips, but people actually asked us if we use a travel agent for our local trips, and the answer is
no.
No, we don't use travel agents for our local trips. We usually use bookings.com. We just go into the net, decide where we want to go, which hotel we want to stay at.
It's definitely bookings.com for most of our accommodation.
Yeah.
And then it's Travel Start for our flights if we are flying somewhere.
Yeah.
And
but
then
also time we drive if it's close enough.
It's Google for everything 5 great things to do in Cape Town, you know. So literally everything that we do locally is on our own account.
Yeah.
And yeah, guys, we really hope that you'll be going on a holiday very soon. The jars are behind us.
I hope your jars are filling up, guys, because we want to be going to Dubai, we want to be going to Thailand.
Exactly. And if you do this, if you do the savings plan with us, you can easily just plan and pay for your holiday with that money. So keep on track, keep on saving, and just, you know, be great. 31st of December is coming and you don't want to be crying, my friend. You don't want to be sad, you know. Anyway, sure, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And thank you for taking us through that, babe. This is definitely your project.
Oh man, not a problem. Anytime, I got you guys. If you guys still have any other question that we did not answer, hit us up on Instagram. Comment down below if you still have more questions. And yeah, we'll be glad. We'll be happy to answer you guys. But anyway, sorry if this video was too long. It was a bit long, but yeah, man, it was worth it. It was good information. We hope it can help you. And yeah, man, yeah, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you in our next video. Ciao, video.